Hello, and today I will be talking to you about how the government infringes on the rights that were promised to us by the Constitution. So some of the rights that were promised to us by the Constitution were the freedom of assembly, petition, speech, right to bear arms, etc. And the government has been taking away those rights little by little, and I feel that we're going to become a communist country soon, because all our rights are going to be taken away. So, let's start off with this guy named Edward Snowden. He was a guy, he leaked NSA classified files. He was exiled from our country, and they want him back probably to kill him, because he leaked files that showed that the NSA is reading our emails, they're going through our private messages, they're seeing pictures that you send if they could be terrorist activity, blah blah blah. Anything they feel can or will be used against the government in some way, they can look at it and just be like, oh, we're just making sure that you're not the terrorist. So I feel like that's not right, because one, it's our private documents, it's our private life, and it's in our own property, and they shouldn't be able to look at the documents that we make ourselves. The next thing is, if the government has policies, like, say they want to ban, like, the right to bear arms that was given to us in the Constitution, like they want to do, like, 2 years ago, where they want to take all the guns from people and just take them away, and no one's allowed to have guns anymore. That would break the Second Amendment to the Constitution, and that's messed up, because that was given to us by our forefathers, and we should be able to, if we want to carry guns with permits, then I guess we can carry guns with permits, because that's our right. And if they just take away our guns, then I feel that there's going to be a revolution, because no one's going to let their rights be taken away that easily. Next thing is, if, like, say government policy, like that one right there. If they want to take away our guns, if I petition that in front of the White House, and I'm saying, oh no, impeach Obama, because, you know, that's our rights, and blah blah blah, they can legally put me as a terrorist, because I don't agree with what they say, I don't agree with our government, I don't agree with the president, so I'm now a terrorist because I gave my opinion to the wrong people, apparently. And giving your opinion and going against the government is an act of terrorism under the context that they give you. Another thing is, I don't feel that the NSA should have that much, let's say, responsibility to look through our personal belongings, because they're private for a reason. If we wanted everyone to know something, we would put it on Facebook. If we don't want them to know anything, we would email someone, just that person, because that information should only be seen by the person we sent it to. Because, as you know, people send some naked pictures or something to other people, and then technically the NSA looks at them to make sure they're not terrorist activity. So instead of that one person seeing the pictures, everyone's seeing or the NSA seeing the pictures also, which is an infringement of our privacy. Also, I feel that the freedom of speech is being very limited these days, because before I could say whatever I wanted, and as long as I didn't harm anyone or harm anything, it was okay. But if I go up to a police officer and I said, oh, I don't like you because you're a police officer, he can arrest me because I disrespected him, even though he shouldn't have that ability, because my freedom of speech should protect me from anything I say. Just like the freedom of speech as the Fifth Amendment, where you can the right to remain silent. You don't have to talk. But if like a cop pulls me over and I plead the Fifth, like, I know that's not what you're supposed to do, but if I say I plead the Fifth, then I get arrested because I didn't help him get the evidence he needs, or help him figure out what happened or anything. I'm withholding evidence, so that's a way to make that right go away, I guess. Another thing, well, the most popular thing is people on YouTube, what they do is they'll prank people, and they'll do these ridiculous pranks that are illegal, but they'll go to a court, because the courts are really fair these days, and they say that, a performing art is fair under the Constitution, because the Constitution protects performing arts, and because there's a video camera and they're videotaping them doing stuff, and it's going to YouTube for entertainment value, then that's a performing art. And now people these days are choosing to break laws and just go into a judge, and under the right of law, they win the case because it's a performing art. And I feel that's fair, because they're not really doing anything wrong. The cops want to try to say that you're inducing panic, or you're, I don't know. They make up some dumb stuff, because I've been watching videos and they're like, oh, you're inducing panic to the public, or some girl's getting raped or something, because they're like, in one of the YouTube videos, they put a tent in the middle of a park, and they put a speaker of two people having sex, and then the cops want to say someone called in as a rape, which is a lie, but they're trying to scare them to not do these pranks anymore. But when they finally went to court, they won the case because it wasn't hurting anyone, it shouldn't have bothered anyone, and it's a performing art, and it's protected under the Constitution. And the government wants to take these rights away, because the less rights we have as people, the less say we have in the government. As, like, say the next leader of the government, like, say we become a communist country, like I believe we are, because we're losing rights every day. And if we become a communist country, then we won't have a say in who the president is, and the leader will just be put up. Be like, oh yeah, from Obama, we're gonna go to this guy over here, and you guys don't have a say because it's communist country now. And I feel like that's what they're gonna want to do, because it gives the government all the power, and the people have no say in the government and what they do. Then again, if that happens, then we will have to revolt, and whether we win or lose will depend if the military backs us up or backs the government up. And that's a whole nother story. So, thank you for your time, and that was my persuasive speech. And that was persuading you that the government is taking away our rights as people. They're taking away our rights of freedom of speech, freedom of petition, freedom of the right to bear arms, freedom of remaining silent. All those freedoms are being taken away every day, and it's very disgraceful, because our forefathers fought for those rights, for every person to be equal, and every person to have these rights, and now that the government's taken away is it's just terrible, because if they fought so many years for those rights, how can the government just choose to take them away? That's what I don't understand. But what are you going to do? Okay, bye.